Test 1, 2. All right, it's working. What's up, guys? Grim here, and this is going to be a really non-edited, raw, just conversation with myself on some things that would make Ready or Not, in my opinion, the best CQB tactical experience game of the year type ever, in my opinion. So without further ado, I'm just going to get right into it. Let's see. Point number 1. Hang on, let me get to my notes here. Point number 1. A shoulder squeeze. If there was the ability for my teammates to let me know that they're behind me without having to tell me over comms like, hey, you got one or whatever, if they would just be able to look at my shoulder, hit like the F button or whatever to squeeze my shoulder and let me know I'm there, that way I know I can go, that would be monumental in terms of like non-verbal communication. And it's one of those things that I think that most guys use in a stack in real life, and it would make the game just so much more immersive and better, in my opinion. Let's see. The next one that I think is I think would be amazing, and I don't think that it's really been done in any game to a great extent. And going off of the first one, hand and arm signals. So if I had the ability to have a hotkey where I could say I wanted the guy behind me to flashbang the room without saying over comms, hey, bang this room. If I had a hotkey I could press and then I could do a banger, like a flashbang hand and arm signal. That way he knows to get a banger out and throw it in or whatever. That way we can adjust SOPs and non-verbally communicate without talking outside of a door and, you know, letting the guys know that we're right there, right? I think that'd be amazing. You could do a hand and arm signal for a flashbang. You could do a hand and arm signal for a shotgun banger. You could do a hand and arm signal for a mechanical breach, which would be like the battering ram and so on and so forth. You could do a hand and arm signal for explosive breach. You know, possibilities are endless. You could do all kinds of different stuff with that, right? If there were just a few, like 4 of those, I think that would enhance the gameplay so much. Okay, moving on to the next one. And this one kind of ties into all of them because they're all nonverbal, and that is a VoIP system. So voice over IP, or a local chat system. Basically, every time I always play with my buddies, it's all on Discord or some other way of communicating, right? It's all super clear, you know, we're all on Discord. You can just tell, like somebody can be like on the other side of the map and you can talk to them or whatever, and it'd be normal. But what I would like to see is some sort of local chat system in terms of like something like Squad, or in Arma's case, like TFAR or ACRE, where you can only hear your buddies if you're close to them. And if you needed to talk to your buddies across the map, you had to key up on the mic or key up on your radio or something like that. I think that would make the game way more immersive and just kind of pull me in even more. And to add on to that, what would be really cool is if you add on a local voice talking system like that, you could add in a few more things like calling for compliance. If you were able to have that in, you could literally yell and tell someone to put their hands up with your gun pointed at them. Then it would, if they were to actually comply to that, that'd be really, really cool. Like if certain phrases made them comply or, you know, go through that motion, that'd be really cool. Another thing would be if the enemy can hear you. So like if you're talking on the local chat and they hear you on the other side of the door, then they can prep for you. They can maybe get behind cover. They can shoot through the door. They can move things in front. They can lock the door. They can do things like that. Like if you're talking and they know you're coming, then they can prep for you. So I think that'd be something really cool to see AI behavior like that. I know it's pretty complex. I think that would be kind of hard to do, but I think it's possible. Again, I'm not a game developer. I'm just kind of saying things that I would want to see in this game. Let's see, what others did I have here? Oh, and the fourth one, not the last one, I got one more after this, but the fourth one that I would like to see is more players in co-op. I kind of did some research on this, and I think it's kind of varies on, you know, different SWAT teams and police departments alike. But you only can play with 5 players right now, and I know there's a mod where you can have it to more, but it would be nice to have it just baked into the game, vanilla, where you could have, honestly, at least like just 10 more, like having 10 total guys to be with, because from what I read, LAPD, I believe, runs 10-man SWAT teams split into 2 5-man elements, which would be cool to see. And I could be completely wrong on that. That was literally just a quick Wikipedia search that I just searched with the guys. Somebody feel free to pipe down in the comments if it's something else like that. But I think if we had more player slots, it'd be a lot cooler. You could set containment on buildings. You could do all kinds of really cool things if it was baked vanilla into the game and not just through mods. And then the 5th and final one, it's kind of already in the game, but I think it just needs to be fleshed out, and that is customization, right? So like we talk about games like Ground Branch, where you can customize where every attachment is on your gun, like down to like where it is on the rail and how many, and things like that. That'd be really cool to see in a game like this. I don't know if they'd be able to implement something as extensive as that in this, but it'd be really cool to see regardless, because that way I could just literally build my own gun, and I think that'd be really cool to see in a game. And then also more customization on the SWAT officer side. So like if they gave us like, run of the mill like a uniform, but then we could customize like what vest is he wearing? Is he wearing like an AVS kit, or not a JTAC, a JPC, or you name it, whatever vest you want to put on the guy, right? Like if you could edit what he looks like that, down to the appearance of your SWAT officer as well, I think that would make this game really, really pop in terms of like personalization, and like, you really get to customize your own SWAT officer. I think that'd be just amazing to see. So yeah, I think that's all I got, those 5 things. I'd really like to see the developers do something like that. And if anybody listens here or watches this in Void Interactive, please hit me up on Discord. I would love to talk to you guys about like future stuff in this game, because personally I think this game could be the best tactical experience of all time if these 5 things were acted on. So yeah, that's all I got for this one, guys. Have a good one, and like I said, this is going to be a raw one. I didn't have a script for this, and just wanted to kind of get my points out there and what I thought would make this game great, and hope you guys like it. All right, peace.